Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Hannah. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 53. Check Mike, check Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check 50.
Go.
Here we go, here we go. Mike.
Looking to throw. Hannah. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
53 is the Mike. In your face. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Blue jaw quarters.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Deep grip, deep grip.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Jim, 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 Jim.
Get it.
And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. O'Shane Zimenez. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3rd and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Henry, and he's going to go down again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Yo, go, go.
53, check 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hannah looking deep downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
53, Mike, 53. You don't want none. Come here, pick up the ball.
Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Hannah. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Henry. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
I got one.
Throwing on first down. Hannah. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
54. Mike's 54. Night, sweetheart.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Switch. Check 3, check 3. Check it hot read. Shit.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down. Henry. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Henry going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Back to throw. Henry. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Get it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Look at me. Go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down.
Raider, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Hannah. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
5. Now.
2nd and 5. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 32 on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw. Hannah. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing. Watch twins, watch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Jacobs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Good track, good track.
Back, 6-6, pull it high. 5.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throw left side complete. It's Contreras. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Henry. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. You won't get this one. You think you won't get this?
Throwing again. Henry. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Operating from the gun, Henry. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Figjig. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun, Henry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Anyone? He's checking.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Right back to Brown. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Henry. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Henry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
58, come on. 58, come on.
What's the run? They're running it.
Hey, me.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Throwing on third and long. Henry, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Spinning away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Rock it. Speed dribble.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the curl. Watch it.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go,
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Hannah. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here we go. Ancient data. Dig. Let's go. Drive on.
On first down, Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Brown on the carry. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Henry. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Check 50. Check 50. Check 9. Check 9. There. Let go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Yes. See me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me.
Looking to throw. Hannah trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Maurice Hurst able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Henry. And pressure gets to him again. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them yeet up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Running the toss here to Jacobs. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Watch 54. I'm on. Check. Lucky. 80 weapon. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Los Angeles.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. He'll look to throw, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Check 31, check 31. Mike 54. Mike 54. You got nightmare running.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Come on, set. Check, check. Watch what he doing. I know he ain't got it. Watch the shit.
Here's Brown. Credit the tackle to Chris Covington, 6th-round pick in 2018. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't under 10. Under 10.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.